right, our next presenter is Emily Coffey from the College of Veterinary Medicine, Comparative and Molecular Biosciences.
After I became a veterinarian, one of the first patients I met was a dog named Riley, who presented for straining to urinate and then producing this visibly bloody urine. And when we took an x-ray, we saw a large stone sitting in Riley's bladder, which you can see here in the yellow circle. Now, this was a type of stone known as calcium oxalate. And if you imagine having a large, sharp, jagged stone like this bouncing around in your bladder, it makes sense why Riley was so incredibly uncomfortable. In addition to being painful, calcium oxalate stones are also invasive to treat. They're dramatically increasing in prevalence, and they're highly recurrent. In fact, this was already the 4th time that Riley had had to have these stones removed. Now, importantly, all of these problems I'm describing are not only true in dogs, but they're also true in people, as calcium oxalate is one of the most common types of urinary stones, particularly kidney stones, that we see in people. And there is a desperate need for better strategies to prevent these stones. But what has impeded this process is that we still don't fully understand what causes them to form in the first place. So that brings me to the urinary microbiome. Did you know that even in healthy individuals, urine is actually not sterile like we previously thought? In fact, even healthy urine hosts rich ecosystems of microorganisms, like bacteria, that play important roles in keeping our urinary system healthy. These communities are known as the urinary microbiome. And recently, there's been growing interest in whether the microbiome might be a missing piece of the puzzle in what causes calcium oxalate stones to form. Now, dogs are one of the few species aside from humans that form these stones naturally, which makes them very helpful for studying this disease. Yet we know very little about the microbiome in dogs with stones. Therefore, my thesis research is seeking to uncover potential relationships between the urinary microbiome and calcium oxalate stone formation in dogs. And so far, we've already identified several bacteria that significantly differ in abundance between the urine of dogs with stones and those without. And one of these bacteria, called Acinetobacter, is also highly associated with human stone formation. Now, this was a really exciting discovery because now that we're beginning to identify specific bacteria of interest, we can learn if and how they're causing these stones to form. Ultimately, this will let us develop new therapies to combat these stones, to both help dogs like Riley get back to their normal lives of chasing tennis balls, and to help humans who are suffering from this disease as well. Thank you.